as of today, after 50 rounds on the Glock 43X MOS, I prefer the 6-hour P365X. Several weeks ago, maybe even a couple months ago now, I made a video about the Osmo Pocket 3 at my favorite gun range. And someone in the comments asked me how the Osmo Pocket 3 does in other lighting conditions, i.e. at an indoor range. So that's what we're gonna test today. I'm headed to my second favorite range, and it just happens to be indoors. I will be shooting my Glock 43X MOS for the first time. Not only that, I have the Holosun HS507K installed, so I'm gonna hopefully get that zeroed in. And I'm just excited. I just like to go shoot. You know, it doesn't matter if it's indoor, it's outdoor. It doesn't matter what I'm shooting, really. I just enjoy shooting my firearms. Some women like purses. Some women like going to the spa. I do enjoy me a spa day every now and again. But like, my thing is going to the gun range, doing high adrenaline type of activities. That's just what gets my gears going. So that's what I spend my money on. Guns and gear. All right, so here we are. We're at the hub here in my city. This is their indoor range. It's pretty small. There's only 2 lanes. Let me kind of show you what I'm working with. I'm the only one in here. My brand new Glock 43X MOS with the Holosun red dot. Super excited. So right now it's obviously dark in here. This is indoor, you know, artificial lighting. And I'm used to being outside in the sun. The Arizona sun is sometimes very unforgiving. So I usually have what's called an ND filter installed. And clearly I don't need it. I don't need it while I'm in here. So if you've never seen one, they look kind of like this. Most of them are magnetic, and you literally just pop it on, change the look of it, and then you pop it off, and the color looks so much better. You can actually see my skin tone. I am a brown skinned woman, and I don't need this on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a little cup holder right there and get to shooting. So I'm gonna try to get a few different angles. I'm obviously not going to be able to get the angles that I get at the outdoor range because I have more of a limited space, but we're gonna make it do what it do. So let's get out the ammo, load up some magazines, and put up my targets and get to shooting. We've got these standard walkers. I actually have some electronic ones that I meant to bring today, but I kind of packed in a rush and forgot to bring them. So that just gives me another reason to come back to the range so I can test those out. I have been rocking these Old Faithfuls for many years without any issue. I didn't bring a whole lot this time, probably maybe 100, 200 rounds or so, because I'm only gonna be here for an hour. And I don't think it's gonna take that long to get my optic zeroed in. So I think the lighting looks pretty good. I'm shooting in D-Log-M. Obviously I took the ND filter off because we don't have this bright sunlight, but we do have the artificial light. And I think sometimes with the log profile, especially on brown skin, it gives you kind of this very flat yellow look, which is the idea, right? You want a flat color profile. That way when you go to edit, you have much more of a dynamic range, but it just looks weird and not very flattering in camera. But we're gonna see how it turns out. So we're gonna get these loaded up. All right, so the first thing I'm going to be shooting is obviously my Glock 43X MOS because I never shot it before, so I'm super excited. And I've never shot this, period, let alone with or with a red dot. So I already got one loaded in the chamber. I do carry loaded. That's just my preference. So here we go. Here's my first shot. Gotta get used to like the recoil management. This is actually a little snappier than my SIG P365X, which is what I carry most often. Rookie mistake, I only brought one magazine. I left kind of in a rush, so I'm gonna be spending a lot of time loading magazines because these only come in 10 rounds. I did order the Shield Arms 15 round magazine, so I'll be able to carry 15+1. But until that arrives, this is what I got. I think I'm gonna do a video of like my top 5 must-have accessories to bring to a range, and this is one of them. I know that there's some people who, you know, are anti-speed loaders. I understand that you need to develop like the muscle memory to be able to do that, you know, life or death situation, or you're like in a survival mode or whatever, and you may not have one of these handy. I get it, but like for the purposes of a range and you're just coming here to practice shooting, I don't see anything wrong with having a speed loader, especially when you're at ranges like this where you're working with time. It just makes sense to have a speed loader to speed things up. Speed, efficiency, 10 rounds in like 10 seconds. There we go. I got to get the camera out in front of me so you can kind of see a different angle of me shooting, and maybe I guess see the recoil a little bit more, or whatever it is that you want to see, just a different angle. So we're going to shoot from right in front. I think I need to adjust it, kind of come to the right and up because I'm shooting down and to the left. So all of those were low. So I'm going to adjust the sight to come up a bit because I'm shooting low and to the right. So I'll come and show you what that looks like. Okay, so if you look there at the head, I'm clearly down and to the right. So I need to shift it up and to the left. So right now the light is behind me. So I have put the Osmo Pocket 3 in the low light setting, which I'm not too crazy about. Like from what I can see on the screen, it just looks very digital, but we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, so I said I was going to adjust it up and to the left. So we're going to do 2 clicks to the left, or a click to the left, and then a click to the left again. See how that looks. Get around in the chamber, and here we go. See how that pans out. Not happy with that. But anyway, I wonder how this footage looks. I see that I'm still like, I don't know, I just don't like the very digital. I don't even know if that's the right term for what I'm trying to say, but it just looks very digitally. So as you can see, I'm really shooting down and to the right. So I really need to get my life together. I'm not shooting that far out and I'm not accurate. Like I guess the groupings are decently close together, but I literally have my red dot on the K5D2 and I'm still shooting down and to the right. This could also be because I'm jerking my hand. Grip may not be what it needs to be. I know that I'm anticipating the shot, so that does have something to do with it as well, but for the most part, I feel like I should be a little more accurate than I am being right now. So I'm a little kind of upset about that. But the show must go on. We're gonna continue. All right, so my first impressions of the Glock 43X MOS. It's not that I'm not impressed. It's just not so otherworldly different from my SIG P365X that I'm just like over the moon. But I like it. Like it's not bad. It's not drastically less snappy, which is what I was hoping for. But you know, I've seen mixed videos on the YouTube universe where people say that the Glock 43X MOS is not very accurate, and maybe that's what I'm seeing here, and it's not necessarily user error or you know the red dot being off. But I don't know. I like it. I'm not like over the moon about it, but you know, we'll keep shooting it and see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna put the last 10 rounds down the range and see how well I do. So that's gonna do it for my impromptu range day. Glock 43X MOS. I like it. I'm just not overly, wowed, for lack of better words. It's just as snappy, I feel, as my 6-hour P365X. I actually feel like it's kind of less accurate, which is, some of the vibes that I got from other videos on the interwebs, but I'm not like giving up on it. I think it's fun. It's my first Glock, so, getting used to this platform, getting used to this brand, getting used to firing this 43X MOS and zeroing in my red dot. So hope the lighting was okay with the Osmo Pocket 3 here in this setting. I think it did all right. I took the ND filter off and I just have, the lighting, the artificial lighting that's in here, and it's not bad. As of today, after 50 rounds on the Glock 43X MOS, I prefer the 6-hour P365X. I don't know, sue me. Do what you want to do, say what you want to say in the comments, but maybe it just takes more reps, you know what I mean? But until then, I'm headed home. Gonna go feed my little one and finish my Starbucks because I didn't bring it in, which is a good thing. Pro tip. There's lead everywhere. So the guys at the front desk do a good job of reminding you to wash up before you leave and then change your clothes and shower once you get home so that you're not just spewing lead everywhere. Even if it's minimal amounts, you don't want to be breathing that stuff in and touching it. Especially in my case, I have a 3-month-old baby at home. Don't want him overexposed to lead when he doesn't have to be. So it's been real. It's been fun. Some would say it's been real fun. Till next time.